But they also said one of your strengths is that you're very caring, loving, and you're a really good friend. And they said your favorite subject is
Math.
That's right. Awesome. We got a lot of math students here. All right, Cooper. This says you love video games, dirt bikes, and food. Do you have a favorite food?
Hamburgers.
Hamburgers. I love them too. And that you like baseball and football, and your favorite subject is also
Math.
how did we get 4 students in here tonight? Their favorite subject was math. That's amazing. That's awesome. Thank y'all for being with us this evening. If you will all please stand, gentlemen, remove your hats. We are going to let them lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's give them a round of applause. Parents, thank you for letting them come be a part of that tonight. If you want pictures, you're welcome to come up as well. Next, we have our Lincoln County Schools mission statement. So now I'm going to get you all involved again because this mission statement, you are all a part of Lincoln County Schools, either a student, a parent, a community member. And so this mission statement is not only ours, but it's yours as well. So if you'll look over here on the wall, if we all can read the Lincoln County Schools mission statement together, please. Lincoln County Schools will work together with students, families, and the community to ensure a quality, innovative educational program in a safe environment where students become responsible, contributing citizens and lifelong learners. Thank you very much. Next, we have additions or deletions to the agenda. Board members, there are some things that need to be added from our work session prior to the meeting today. Under action items, if you will add the SRO lead program, also the contract to audit accounts for 2023-2024, and the ad hoc policy review committee recommendations. And then under consent agenda items, if you will add approval of bids for district multifunction printers and copiers, the district web hosting and mass notification system, the asphalt repairs at Lincoln High School, driver education services, the HVAC loop pipe replacement for Northbrook Elementary, the cafeteria roof at Battleground Elementary, and the gymnasium roof at West Lincoln Middle School under consent agenda. I think that's all the changes I have. Are there any other additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved, Madam Chair.
A motion by Mr. Jarrett to approve the agenda as amended. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Jenkins. Any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have our superintendent updates and information items. I'll turn it over to Dr. Allen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So community and those watching on TV and YouTube and our board, just want to recap a couple things since our last board meeting. I want to recognize all the folks and students that were a part of pulling together our first All-Pro Dad countywide event. We had this at Lincoln High School on a Saturday, and it was fantastic, and we had about almost 200 adults and students, volunteers, and young elementary middle school students attend. It was a fantastic way to engage our parents, engage our dads specifically, but also we had moms and grandparents and uncles there as well with our students in a way that can support that bond with the parent and child. So I appreciate all the stuff that went in behind that to make that possible. We also want to celebrate the North Carolina middle level educators. Recognized 4 of our outstanding staff members at a banquet a few weeks ago. We're going to recognize those folks in our May board meeting, but definitely we have a lot to be proud of with the beginning teacher, an administrator to watch, a support person to watch, and one who has had long-time dedicated service to our middle schools in North Carolina. So appreciate that Lincoln County has been put on the map for recognition for outstanding service. We also, speaking of service, this is our Assistant Principal Appreciation Week. We want to recognize all 32 of our APs and the hard work that they do every day in our schools and what they do to support our students and our communities. We also want to celebrate, this is the season for Honor Society inductions between Beta, National Honor Society, and National Vocational Technical Honor Society. We have that season upon us where we're inducting those students for their academic achievements, and I appreciate the hard work that goes into making that happen. Prom season is also upon us. We've got that coming up this week with West Lincoln, and in a few more weekends we will end through, I think, early and middle of May with our 4 high schools having their proms, just making sure we pay attention to those kids on the road. Last but not least, we have a 5K season also. We're in the midst of that between West Middle, Esprit Louder, Lincoln Middle, and Union, all having 5Ks coming up. So if you want to exercise, participate in that, do so with and reach out on their social media sites for registration. And then I want to put a plug in for North Lincoln High School this Friday night. They are doing, calling the Night at the Underwood. And this is our big reveal for the naming of the auditorium for Neil and Joanna Underwood and all that they have done for the arts in East Lincoln, North Lincoln, Lincoln County, and beyond. And so it's a night to celebrate the arts, but also celebrate 2 wonderful educators this Friday night. That's it.
Thank you, Dr. Allen. Next on our agenda are the special recognitions. Board members, if you will join me around front for that.
Good evening, board members. I'd like to call up the Lady Mustangs basketball team. Please come forward. While they're shaking hands, I'm going to go over the big accomplishments that East Lincoln women's basketball team had this year. First of all, they went 29-2, tied for the second most wins in school history behind last season's 31 wins. They were 2024 3A Western Foothills Conference champions, also the tournament champions. They were 2023 East Lincoln Winter Jam champions, back-to-back Winter Jam champions. Lincoln County champions for 5 years in a row. Can y'all let somebody else win? The North Carolina High School Athletic Association Tournament Elite 8 team that finished in the Elite 8 won 52 consecutive 3A Western Foothill Conference games, including 3 times back-to-back conference regular season and tournament champions. They have an 88-5 record over the last 2 seasons, and the senior class has a 98-10 record. So I want to congratulate the 2024 East Lincoln High School women's basketball team for being the Western Foothills Conference champions. So we're going to take pictures after I recognize 2 more people. So the next person I want to recognize is Kiara Kiki Anderson. She won the Western Foothills 3A Conference Player of the Year. She averaged 20.7 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 4.1 steals per game. She shot 50% from the field, 43% from the three-point line, and a 71% free throw average. So congratulations to Kiki on being the Conference Player of the Year. Now I'd like to congratulate Coach Jason Odie. He was elected as the 2024 Western Foothills 3A Conference Coach of the Year. This is the 3rd consecutive season going undefeated in the Western Foothills Athletic Conference. Since joining the 3A ranks, the Lady Mustangs are 78-5. Coach Odie is a huge contributor to our entire athletic department, and we're very lucky to have him. Congratulations, Coach Odie. Thank you again, Lady Mustangs. Congratulations.
I'm going to ask Mr. Greg Franklin from East Lincoln High School to come forward. He doesn't like attention. So congratulations to Mr. Greg Franklin, East Lincoln High School theater teacher, for being inducted in the North Carolina Theater Association Hall of Fame. This induction is reserved for those individuals who have significantly influenced theater education in North Carolina over the last 15 years or more. Mr. Franklin, in addition to being a much-beloved high school theater teacher, was the original choreographer for the all-state musical Bear, a world premiere school adaptation of the pop opera, and serves as a regional coordinator for the Charlotte area on the association's Regional Festivals Board. So congratulations, Mr. Franklin.
Our next recognition, we're going to recognize our Battle of the Books champions. We're going to start with our elementary school, and that is Union Elementary. If I could get Union Elementary team to come up, please. This team, along with the other elementary teams, they read 15 total books, and they participated in a pretty intense competition here the last couple weeks ago. They are going to be traveling all the way to Union County on Friday, leaving pretty early, I think, to make it there on time. And then we know that they are going to represent us well. And they're also getting a special treat that was a surprise for them. They're getting the opportunity to have lunch with one of the authors on the Battle of the Books list. So that's the first, I believe, for Lincoln County. So they're getting a special treat for that. So here's your certificate. Bill, somebody, one more picture. All right, congratulations. Our middle school winner is West Lincoln Middle School. So I saw Miss Sellinger here. If you all would come up, please. Congratulations. Our middle school teams read 20 books. Their regional is next Thursday in Gastonia. So we want to wish them the best of luck as well as they travel to Gastonia. All right, congratulations, West Middle. high school winner is West Lincoln High. Do y'all notice a theme? Well, they're all on the west side. West Lincoln High School. West Lincoln High School Battle of the Books team, they participated in their regional competition right before break in Statesville. They faced some tough competition, but they ended up coming in 4th place, so we're very proud of them. Lily, how long have you been doing Battle of the Books? 9 years. She started since elementary, and she's done it every year, so that's worth being recognized for. We're very proud of you. Thank you. All right, and the next recognition we're going to move into now is the Engage and Inspire, and we're going to start off with Catawba Springs Elementary. So if Mrs. MacArthur from Catawba Springs, if you would come up, please. Thank you. Mrs. Ashford writes that Mrs. MacArthur designed a program called Mornings with Moms, and they're meeting 4 times a year to get moms into the school. Since they have the All-Pro Dads, they're wanting to start one for moms. The moms and students come in the morning and hang out, and they play games together. And then at 7:45, the students and moms walk to the rooms, and then the moms go back, and then they do a program. They do a presentation about internet safety was one topic they did, things to watch out for, the importance of sleep and nutrition, and then they talked about counseling services available in the school. So just some fun little tips for moms. So thank you for starting that, and thank you, Mr. Bowen, for being here for part of the recognition. And then our next recognition is from North Childers Elementary, Miss Katie Land. And I've been seeing Katie Land's name a lot across places. I've seen her in Rock Stars. I've seen her get nominated for here. Mr. Oakes turned in Miss Land's name. He says that she has taken a lead role this year at the school and consistently takes a community-first attitude. And she's created something called the Cub Chorus with plans to spread joy through the talents of our students. And they're planning to perform at graduations this year and plan to expand into nursing home performances next year and hopefully make an appearance around our office soon before the school year's over. And as the group grows, she wants the chorus to be a window into a wider world for the students by providing them opportunities to participate in the North Carolina Honors Choir. So very good. Thank you, Ms. Land. All right, congratulations, Ms. Land. Keep up the good work. And then now we're going to move to our senior spotlight with Ms. Sutton.
All right, so this month, let's back this up. This month, we are meeting some seniors from North Lincoln High School, in the words of Mr. Kathy, and as always, go Knights, okay? So we sent y'all some questions, and you were chosen to be spotlighted, and just to talk about your experiences here at Lincoln County Schools. So we're going to start with Miss Zoe Dillinger, and I'm going to ask you a question, and then we are going to transition over. So tell us what extracurricular activities you were involved in school and outside school.
So I'm really involved in our student government. I've been involved since my 8th grade year, and now I'm student body president, which is super fun. I'm really involved in HOSA too, and FCA, and I've also been a varsity cheerleader. And outside of school, I'm one of the co-founders of a nonprofit for my brother, which I'm very active in.
Love that. Awesome. So this is Riley Washko, and I'm going to ask you the same thing. So what extracurricular activities are you involved in school and out?
So I'm a member of Beta Club NHS. I'm president of the Drama Club and vice president of Tri-M. I'm also a member of the ITS, so International Thespian Society, and I do theater. And I've also done karate for 13 years now and have my black belt, so yeah. Okay.
So I'll let you
So there's a program called the Bloomie Awards. It's through the Blumenthal in Charlotte. And North Lincoln has been nominated ever since Ms. Hannah Newfer has been the program director, so for the past 3 years. For the past 2, we've received 9 nominations, and last year we actually won Best Musical after competing against around 50 schools in the Charlotte region. So winning Best Musical last year was probably my best memory.
So sorry to any East Lincoln people in here, but my favorite memory was beating East Lincoln this year and being able to be on the field when we won on senior night. Sorry.
That's so awesome. I love the honesty. So who or what has been most helpful or influential in your career as a student?
Again, Miss Hannah Newfer, I actually wanted to go into forensics and psychology. And then last year, she convinced me to take on musical theater. So that is what I am doing. And under her guidance, I've really felt like I've blossomed and have grown. So I'm very thankful and grateful for her.
Miss Christy Burke, our CTE coordinator, she's the reason why I'm going in the fall with only 3 years instead of 4 years. So I got a year of college under my belt, so I'll save my parents some money.
Miss Melissa said thank you to Miss Christy. So what challenges did you face, and how did you overcome them?
I think definitely the pressure of being that academic weapon for sure, and making sure I chose the right classes for what I want to do. And I think realizing that I should choose the right classes for myself, not necessarily what my friends are doing, and really understanding what my personal interests are and being able to express myself in those classes has been a challenge, but I'm definitely overcome them thanks to the help of many of my teachers.
So all the schools are really competitive, but North Lincoln in general, academically, is very rigorous and very, very competitive. So that's one challenge is, competing against your friends to be top 10, junior Marshall, and getting into those schools. But COVID, our freshman year, kind of shook everything up, only going to school 1 day a week, and then 2, and then finally second semester going full-time was a really big challenge coming into high school.
So what are your plans after graduation?
So I've auditioned for 9 schools. It's a very difficult process. Most schools only accept 10 people for the program that I'm going into. So I'm not quite sure which school yet. I hear later this month. But so far I've been accepted into 2 schools. So I'm going somewhere, but still waiting a few more days to figure out exactly where. So
I think it takes so much courage to be on a path and then recognize this isn't my dream. The thing that you thought was going to be your thing, and having the courage to step out and say, I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to do this thing that I really feel called to do. So I admire your courage.
So after a long, battle of where to go, I've decided to go to the University of South Carolina to study public health. with the plan of going to PA school. So go Gamecocks.
I think you have some supporters. So is there anything else that you would like for us to know about your time with us here in Lincoln County Schools?
I actually moved here the summer before 6th grade, so I had sort of a fresh perspective when I got in here, and I'm so glad I did, because my old school system actually did not have a theater program, so I would not have found my true passion that I truly enjoyed. I'm also very thankful for the staff that we have, especially at North Lincoln. They are under the statement that everyone is welcome, and I really appreciate that. And the learning environment has always been healthy from my experience, and I've always felt comfortable with my teachers, and so I'm very grateful to have been moved to a better place, a better fit for my growing up and my learning.
I've been here forever. My family's really involved in Lincoln County. My mom, most of you know her, she retired from here. My sister works at North Lincoln, and then my dad is very active on the Fat Boy Chain Crew. So Lincoln County and North Lincoln is all I know, so I just want to thank you for the past 18 years.
Well, we just appreciate y'all coming and telling us your story, and we are so proud of you. We know that you're going to do great things, and you're going to represent Lincoln County Schools well, and we wish you all the best. And I would love for y'all to come back whenever you're really old and tell another board what you've accomplished. So, congratulations.
So many great recognitions, but I love the senior spotlight. It's just the culmination of, lots of education happening right there. So thank you, girls, for doing that. I appreciate it. Next on the agenda, we have individuals or groups appearing before the board. We did not have anybody sign up per board protocol. The next agenda item is closed session, which is actually is not needed at this time. So we will move on to our action items. First, we have our ad hoc policy review committee recommendations and report. I will turn it over to Mr. Jarrett.
Turn the microphone. Thank you. Just want to quickly say thank you to our ad hoc committee members, Christina Sutton, Mark Mullen, and our superintendent, because at our prior meetings, each have come prepared to do what we need to do, is to review the policies and take care of the business of revising. So I appreciate the preparation and all that has gone in so far for this. And our board chair serves as an ex officio member on that committee and has also participated in reviewing those policies also. So thank you. Our policies, or the policies that were reviewed at our last meeting, was the policy 1000 series, the governing principles. And we also had 5 policies that we brought back from prior sessions to that meeting to finalize those. So at this time, I'm going to make a recommendation that the 1000 series policies, governing principles, and the 5 bring back policies, 2127, 2130, 8410, 9205, and 9500, be approved to stand open for 25 days for public input.
It is coming as a recommendation from committee and does not require a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Jarrett, for your work leading that committee. Next on our action items is the SRO LEAD program.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt the SRO LEAD program in the 5th grade during the specials.
I have a motion to adopt the SRO LEAD program that will be administered in the specials classes.
Second.
Have a second. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have our contract to audit our accounts for 2023-2024. Entertain a motion to approve that contract.
So moved.
Have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the contract to audit accounts for 2023-2024. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have our consent agenda items, which is approval of the minutes for the board work session on March 12th and the board meeting on March 12th. Budget amendments, personnel recommendations, policies which stood open 25 days for input, which is the policy series 8000 fiscal management. Approval of bids for district multifunction printers, copiers, district web hosting and mass notification system, asphalt repairs for Lincoln High School, driver education services, HVAC loop pipe replacement, Northbrook Elementary, the cafeteria roof for Battleground Elementary, and the gymnasium roof for West Lincoln Middle. I'll entertain a motion to approve consent agenda items.
Motion to accept consent.
Have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second to approve consent agenda items. Is there any further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Board members, if you'll take a look at your calendar, it is the end of the year, so it is full. We know that April and May, very busy times for the school system. So if you'll be sure to put some of these dates in your calendar and make sure that you are aware of these coming up. Lots of good things going on. I won't go through them all. But I will say our next board work session will be on May the 7th, so make sure that is in your calendar. And our monthly board meeting will be again on May 14th. There are lots of awards programs and things happening. I would encourage you to attend them if you can. I think people will love to see us out and about and attending some of those events, so if you'll make note of that. And then, of course, graduation's coming up. I know we are all going to be attending different ones of those across the county, so I appreciate your efforts there. If there's nothing further, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. A motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are now adjourned.